Okay, hold on. Are we live? Check in. Giving YouTube a moment. Okay. I think we are live now. Hello, hello. Okay. I think we're good. Yes. Twitter, I sent the message out. Alright. Yeah, alright, hello, hello, hello! We should be live on YouTube, and pretty much, yeah, everything should be good. So, hello! In case you don't know who I am, I'm Kinda Hiko. In this following stream, I'm going to be working on doing VNyan expression nodes. Now, I was a little bit late to the stream, as I originally planned it for 5:30, not 7 p.m., mainly because I was working on, beta testing some stuff for Suvi, and I definitely will say the new VNyan updates is definitely really great. I definitely can't wait for other people to try out very soon. But with that being said, though, let me quickly set up my phone here. That way I can see anyone who messages me on YouTube. So it should be right there. We're good. Alright. So. Just gonna go ahead and close Discord. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started now. I'm just making sure everything else is good. Cause I kind of started this a bit abrupt. But yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead. To start off, I am going to disable my leap motion to prevent from disconnect or overheating, especially since I still don't have my brand new leap motion clip quite yet due to some delivery issues that's been happening, but that's perfectly fine. And I'm gonna disable my tracking because my battery is pretty much dying. Or let me pause it. There you go. So while that is charging, I'm going to be working on the node graph. Now, I'll actually... So right here, this is my version of the node graph here. Mine is a bit more longer, basically, but we're going to be working on one that's more dedicated for a more universal sort of usage, basically. Meaning other VTubers can be able to use this. Now, this node graph should hopefully allow people to be able to have it where if they want something similar to like how VSeeFace Base Expression is, it can sort of emulate it. Now, not 100%, as it really just depends on what you're really looking for, but this should emulate at least preventing the expression from being additive, as in they won't mix. Now, I'll show you what I mean. So, the node graph I'll be making for you guys, it's basically where if I press on the angry face, and then I press on joy, basically it's going to not overlap itself. And then you'll also have the option of turning on neutral to reset it, basically. So that's going to be what this node will do. And of course, you still have the option of having extras, which won't be included in the graph, but it will be mentioned in the tutorial. So if you want something like heart eyes, or if you want shocked eyes or something like that, or even dizzy eyes, they will be additive, so like this basically. So that's perfectly fine. But this is going to be for the non-additive setup basically. And this will be hotkey based, and this will be done via numpad. And we're going to have it set, where it's going to be the main 5 hotkeys, I believe, for the default VRM expressions. If you want to add more, of course, my tutorial will go over how to, but at the same time, this stream will also go over how to basically do this, in case you want to actually make it yourself, then you can. But we'll start off with 5 hotkeys, just to keep things simple. And what we're going to do is we're going to find the blend shape node right over... Ah! Okay, someone just followed my Twitch. Thank you. Alright, so let me just... Okay, here it is. Okay, so we're going to be needing 5 of the blend shapes here, basically. So, just gonna be 5. Hello Kana, sorry if I wasn't here last stream, it was because I was in the city. Oh, don't worry, bro, corruption, it is perfectly fine, since, you know, we're all busy, and even I was also busy with a lot of stuff, so it is perfectly fine. You don't have to come to every stream, but I do appreciate, and I hope that, you know, you enjoy your lovely stay here in the stream, and if you ever have any questions about anything 3D related, let me know. But for today's stream, I'm just going over the whole, we're gonna be making a simple expression graph. This will be distributed to other VTubers, so if they want to replicate the VSeeFace Base Expression, then they can be able to do that. Visual scripting. Yeah, technically, that's basically what nodes are. Nodes basically are visual scripting, so you're not wrong, Jacob, and pretty much if anybody is into, like, you know, if you're like a VTuber and you are into like sort of visual scripting, this is definitely, I would say this is definitely really fun. But yeah, so what we're going to do, oh, that's right, I forgot to add another hotkey for numpad 0. This will be for the neutral, basically. So I'm kind of replicating like my old sort of setup or stuff. I'm trying out Unreal. Ah, okay, so in the case of Unreal, that would be different. I mean, it's similar, but they are different. I too also want to play with Unreal Engine. Right now, I don't have the time to, and I have a lot of other stuff I have to take care of. But, I will definitely say that Unreal Engine is definitely quite fun. It's definitely, like, really fun. I was watching some tutorials about Unreal Engine. For instance, what was it? There was one about Rococo. There was one about the whole transparent background setup thing. There was another one, something to do with cloth physics I was looking at. That one was very fun. Actually, I'm trying to think. So, we're gonna have numpad 1 be fun. So, and we're gonna have this one be neutral. So basically, these are, I'm gonna try having this up so it makes sense. So basically, the nodes here are basically the active blend shape, but the ones here are sort of the blend shapes that will deactivate, basically. That's what I'm trying to do. And I have to make sure everything is set to toggle, otherwise it won't work properly like VSeeFace. So yeah, so we're gonna have this as joy, angry, sorrow, and surprise. So there's that. Alright. And I'm, smoothness wise, I think we'll have it set to 0.5. I mean, 0.1, 0.5. 0.01 or 2. I'm gonna set to 0.1. Just as a default setting, basically. So we're gonna do that. Let me go ahead and set this real quick. Pretty much, like I said, this is supposed to be like the base setup that, this is supposed to be a base setup. If you prefer something else, that is up to you on how you want to change it, but this is supposed to be like, just a simple base, basically. Not saying to like fully copy on, unless you want to, I don't mind it. Cause like I said, I am gonna share this to everybody, especially when I post a tutorial. Hopefully tomorrow. I'll have to try my best to record tonight, and we'll see. I'll see what I can do. So yeah. Oh, and I almost forgot. We do need another node graph here. Which this one is going to be neutral, so we want to zero out neutral for this one. Now, let's see. So fun. This one's going to be joy. This one is going to be angry. And we're gonna go set that up. Right? So we should be able to have it so that way there's, pretty much it's just this. Like I said, if you want to add more, you can, as it'll get, but just keep in mind it'll get overcomplicated. which is the reason why I didn't want to give out my original graph, as it was tailored to my character, so yeah. It's awesome you have subtitles in the corner. Yeah, originally it was kind of like the subtitles in the corner is sort of like, how do I put this? It was sort of like in and out because of its inaccuracy. I did sort of edit the settings so that way it could at least remove all bad words. It's not perfect, but I definitely will say I decided to just keep it because a lot of people have told me that they actually enjoyed the caption. So if people enjoy it, I'm very glad that you guys like it. So yeah, it helps. All right. Alright, so we're gonna set this to joy. We're gonna set this to angry, sorrow, and then we got surprise. And we'll go ahead and arrange these so they're aligned. So let me go ahead and connect it here. Alright, so that's what we do. Alright, so now that we have that, we just pretty much have to duplicate these up. Just duplicate them in rows and then just adjust the names basically, and just zero it out. So basically, the graph here for the, trying to replicate the VSeeFace Base Expression on VNyan, these nodes here, so this is of course your hotkey, which I will make a separate version for WebSockets. Pretty much this slot will be for WebSockets. So WebSockets for Stream Deck or hotkey. And then this one here, this is going to be what triggers like the expression you want, the one that'll be active, and then the rest here will be the ones that deactivate it, treating it like a base. Like, you don't want it additive, you want it to override it. Why the heck are you streaming late? You want to get canceled? JK, hello. I was supposed to stream at 5:30, but the thing was is that what was it? Hold on, what was I doing? I was doing something. Oh yeah, I think I was testing something, with VNyan, and then, I went to Suvi. I was talking with Suvi saying, hey, I was like testing something out, and then I joined Suvi in a call, while she was like working on an update, and basically, I was, she was preparing a release, and I was like, okay, sure, I'll beta test it. So she sent me the release. I was testing it with her. Then there was an issue that happened where the leap motion mirror mode broke, kinda again. But then also, because the thing was is that VNyan is going to be having a hip update, which is going to be posted hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow will be when the update arrives. So basically, Vtubers, I actually have the update. It's this version specifically, actually. This is the one that might be posted tomorrow. There may be some edits that might happen to it, but I'll pull up my iPhone. So, basically, the update that's going to happen on VNyan is where there'll be the hip position, and you just increase this, and when you move it around, it sort of gives you like a sort of hip movement. You'll have to edit these other things more, but that's basically what the update is. And besides that, it also fixes it adds the head tilt range, so that is another update, which I really like it. Then there's also the ARKit, reset here, pretty much, where I have a global reset now, so instead of me having to do Shift R, I have a global reset now, so that way if I'm out of place, I can reset my tracking with my Stream Deck, which is really awesome. I'm really glad that she added that. And then there were some also other fixes though, but I'll let Suvi say the rest of the updates that appeared. But pretty much for the most part, this is mostly just like a bug fix sort of update. There still is a new sliders, of course, but primarily this is debugging basically. And hopefully there's still issues, especially with leap motion, but Right now I think she's going to bed, so that's kind of why I also started the stream late, because she was heading out and I wanted to stream, so yeah. Just to get some work done, basically. But I had a really fun time testing, of course, because I was also like seeing how she was trying to do the whole leap motion thingy and how she was like editing the code. It was really fun. It was really fun. Alright, but let me go ahead and just duplicate this, basically. And what we're going to do, so basically we want it so that way, these two will be swapped. But basically all we're doing is just renaming all of this, basically, which looks a little confusing. But trust me. Alright, so let's see, so we want, this one will be fun. So I want this row to be just the fun blend shape. That gets zeroed out. Of course these get swapped, that's understandable. This one is going to be the joy one. So all these are joy. Then I want this one to be sorrow. So that's what I want. This row's sorrow. And then this one is going to be the surprise row. Let me see. Just making sure, just checking real quick for my connection, because I did also, before 5:30, I did got a bit of a quick internet outage, so that happened, which wasn't fun, but it came back pretty quickly, so there was that too. Alright, so that one's gonna be surprise. This one is going to, I'm probably gonna have to add another node for them. Just so that way. Or maybe I'm doing this wrong. Okay, so that's the last row. So this is neutral row. This is the fun row. Fun row. This one is supposed to be, which one is supposed to be angry row? I think I'm confusing myself a bit here. Alright, so that'll be fun. We might have to add another row then, probably. So we're gonna make this one the angry row then. Let me go ahead and do that. And of course, here it's gonna be called neutral because you're swapping its place, but let me just do this. So we're gonna have this row be neutral, and then I'll sort of like clean it up and then connect it, and then we'll test it and see if it'll work the way I want it. So we'll do that. So this is going to be neutral here for the graph. Neutral. Alright. I'm also hoping my microphone is still playing. Everything seems to be good. Just making sure. Alright. So that one is neutral. Now, pretty much for this row, this one does not need a neutral, so I'm just kind of like checking this off. So this one has fun, joy. There's two joys, so this one will have to be not angry, but this might have to be the neutral expression then. So then let that be neutral. I'm kind of just like trimming this out to make sure I'm not getting fully lost. But yeah, some of the names will be out of place, but I want to make sure this actually functions properly. So joy. So this one is missing neutral again, so that's going to be neutral. That takes over. Alright, and then we have angry, fun, joy, sorrow. So we have another angry here, so this one's neutral. And then we have sorrow, fun, joy, sorrow again, so that one will be neutral again. And then surprise, that one. So it's gonna look like this. So that's the graph, and now all we have to do is connect it, and we're going to give it a test run, and hopefully this should work, and then we'll make a WebSocket version if it does end up working. Alright? So let's go ahead and connect. And if I do end up getting this node done early, was there something else I had to do node-wise? I don't think so. I could probably like showcase some funny stuff that you could do with VNyan. But then, what was on my to-do list? I did have to work on something, so I could. We'll see. We'll see what this stream takes us, but yeah. Let's see here. So, we're almost done connecting this so we can be able to test it. Alright. So now that we have that, this is pretty much in a nutshell the graph, if you were to simplify it. For like the toggles, basically, this is literally how you, at least for me. Now, of course, I know Suvi has mentioned that there is the expressions here, so this is basically, this could allow you to be able to, have it so that way, for certain expression triggers, this can allow, like, sort of overriding certain blend shapes. This sort of half works, but for some reason, in my experience, it doesn't work the way I want it, so that's why I still rely on the node graph for this. I'll still try to figure out, though, if I could ever get this to work properly, so this, you don't have to do this anymore, it'll be more simplified. But until then, though, this is pretty much the method I go for, and it actually works on me, but who knows. But let's go ahead and see if this works on my model. So we're going to start off with fun expression, joy, angry, then we got sorrow, surprise, and then neutral. So there you go. It actually works just like that. And this should also, this node graph should work on void models as well, not just for my model, because this node graph is specifically for everybody. The other one I have, this one is made for my model specifically, basically. I could also have it as well where there could be like examples, so like you can set up some additives here if desired, which I'll go ahead and set up as in they're blank, so there'll be nothing, but there's like additives. And then I could also set up a message too, a message box, so people can be able to know which is which, so that can help. Let's see. So, non-additive blend shape toggles. Emulates VSeeFace's Base Expression Setting. Since that's pretty much like what many people would refer to this sort of like setting as, either non-additive or just this. I don't know what else to really type though, but yeah. So we'll set this one to be additive blend shape toggles, blend shapes that you will that you can be able to mix or combine. So this one is that one, and I'll add here blend shapes that should not be able to mix and only override. Yeah, so that way it makes more sense, but I still would recommend when I post a video tutorial, or once again, I mean, we're on a stream, so like I kind of already explained how this works basically, so you could still use whatever the heck I showed on this stream to help you. But yeah, pretty much if you're downloading this, I would recommend like look at when the video's actually posted, which hopefully will be tomorrow. But yeah, so there's that. But it should have the message. This is pretty much it in a nutshell if you want it simple, or you can be very complicated like what I had in mine, where I have way too many expressions. So there's that. Mine is a lot more longer because of how many expressions I have. I am definitely not adding more expressions. I think I overdid myself, but this is a more complicated setup, but the one here is just dumbed out and simplified this. Alright, so now what we have to do is we're going to basically take this, but we're going to make it WebSocket based. So let me go ahead to my storage thing here. Let me export out a graph. So VRM expression hotkey JSON file. Alright, so we're going to put that, and we're going to go here and we're going to load the hotkey version. And what we're going to do is we're going to swap this out for WebSockets. That way it's pretty much already done for you. So let me delete that. We're gonna have WebSockets, pretty much. And yes, in my tutorial I will be showing how to set up on a Stream Deck, since I do have a Stream Deck myself. So therefore it makes life easier. Now of course, like I said, you're gonna have to reconnect it for WebSocket version, but like I said, I'm doing... If you pretty much plan to only just use your 5 default VRM expressions, then pretty much you could just rely on just this graph alone, but that's just up to you. Alright. Anyways, so we're gonna line this up. Have that there, and we're gonna need one more here. So, and then pretty much for this one, we're gonna actually have to put the words here, which is the reason why I made sure that the active blend shapes are in the front here. There you go. Alright, and then we're gonna spend some time connecting these together. And that should hopefully cover the whole expression toggle thing, so that way everyone can use it. Right? But I definitely would recommend make sure that if you are gonna do some expression stuff, make sure you utilize this expression tab here. Oh, and speaking of which, yeah, no. Because pretty much I was gonna say, like, you can have a more simplified setup than this, but once again, you won't be able to have the non-additive. It will just have to be additive, pretty much. That's the only term I can really think of when describing this sort of setup. Additive and non-additive. But yeah. Alright then, so this is gonna take some time to connect. And once again, if you guys have any questions about VNyan, like if you're really confused about something or you want to learn something, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer anything VNyan related, since I do have some pretty basic knowledge on how to use the program, and I don't mind helping out. I will also say though that VNyan is going to also tomorrow. Hopefully if the update happens tomorrow, if things go well. In case you see these little question marks here, actually are pretty great, because this will allow you to understand the nodes as well. So, because since, you know, it's, it can be a bit tricky pushing out, like, VNyan tutorials, the question mark should hopefully help, people who want to learn VNyan, you know, basically kind of already there. Of course, you know, I'll still be making VNyan tutorials, but this should at least help more people, who either are not aware about the VNyan tutorials existing or something, or maybe if they want to go a bit more complicated but they don't know what the nodes do, then that's a good thing that these question marks do exist. So hopefully that will help. But I am aware that it may not help some people. Some people may want the information more spoon-fed, basically. So it happens. But to each your own. Because it kind of just depends on what exactly the step you're going for on the expressions or whatever redeems. Because it's not just expressions. You could do a lot more with the nodes, but it just depends on what you really want, you know? But yeah, so we got the WebSocket version all set up, so that was pretty simple. Man, I thought this was going to take me hours, but actually no, because it's more simplified and simplified. So yeah. Now let me go ahead and name this WebSockets. Sockets. Alright. And that's pretty much, oh, and, this one is named incorrectly. WebSockets. Alright. And let me just re-export that real quick. Just had to edit that out. There you go. Alright, and pretty much, for this case, I don't want to trigger my expressions or break it, but yeah, basically this should hopefully cover pretty much the expressions, pretty much. And also, yes, you don't have to credit me for the graphs, pretty much. I only care if it works on you, like you enjoy it and it helps you out, pretty much, but yeah. But what I could also go over some redeem stuff, I guess, just for fun, I guess, and, how long was this really? This was about 30 minutes, so it took 30 minutes to do that. Let me stretch. Ouch. Alright. And we'll see, maybe we could work on some... Because I was actually expecting this to be a lot longer, but surprisingly this took a short amount of time. But I could work on some other 3D stuff, because I do have a commission. I could potentially work on, but I would have to be very careful, because a lot of these commissions, the models are just not safe for YouTube, so yeah. Alright. Well, let's go ahead, turn on my tracking. There you go. So right here, and I guess I could, like, you know, show some cool stuff you could do with VNyan, maybe to bring you some inspiration, you know, because I haven't really ever, well, I mean technically I have went over some node graphs in like my beginner tutorial of VNyan, but I've kind of improved it a bit, but yeah, so you could definitely do a lot of stuff. YouTube commands, once again, that is a beta testing thing. I still keep it, but we don't have, VNyan does not have Vtuber, YouTube support quite yet until, Suvi figures out a more convenient way without having to pay a frick ton to, Google or something like that. But yeah, so some cool stuff, of course, you could do, which I have made a tutorial on how the basics of how I basically did this. So this looks all overcomplicated. You may be scared of this, but honestly, I've already went over in one of my tutorials that this is basically the formula of all my nodes. You just basically copy and paste this and boom. There is, of course, the additive redeem as well, which I haven't got to that. I actually do want to set up the additive setup. So basically what additive node is, so this is a timer setup node, but this doesn't do additive. So let's say somebody were to redeem something multiple times. I think a good example would be the water one. So like the water redeem here, let's say you got 3 people who redeem water, and instead of it only staying on 10 seconds, it'll actually add up the time. So instead of 10 seconds, it'll be 30 seconds basically. I have not gotten to set up the additive. I could. I mean, this is a I could. Let me see. Cause there was a download. Real quickly. Let me take a look at Suvi's Discord server, because it's somewhere. It is somewhere here. So additive. Because there was this good node graph I could probably take a look and play with. Let's see. Additive timers right here. So many of you, yeah, Suvi made this. So yeah, let me download that. I'm gonna play with that. We're gonna see what we can do actually on that. But yeah, so you could do additive timers as well if you want to add it up. I'll definitely have to revamp all this to do that. But either way, you could do stuff with the water. So there's Yeet Le Water, that's a Twitch redeem. Of course, if YouTube support was here, I would have been able to use my YouTube commands, but that's broken. And I'm not gonna pull up the old version of VNyan that has the YouTube command thing, because it's like not worth it. So yeah. But there's also the spinning kinda, wait, I just lost it. There's a spinning one that looks like this, so this is really fun. And then you have rainbow as well, which is really fun as well. So yeah, if you you can actually, by the way, fun fact, if you actually do follow my Twitch and you do have points, yes, you could technically go on my Twitch, redeem it, and it'll happen live here. Fun fact. So technically, you can actually just use, because my points are pretty cheap, so technically collapse. Oh, battery. A little battery. Bleh. Then there's also the big brain one where my head turns giant. Oh, look at the giant head. But yeah, it's really fun though, and my tutorial pretty much goes over that, but you basically get the point. I use bone scale for this one, and then of course there's effects you can play with, which is really fun. Who redeemed the truck? I'm going to whack whoever triggered that. I did not press that. Who did it? Hold on. Hold on. I was not mentally prepared for that. Let me look. Nope. Let me look. Give me like a goddamn moment. Jacob! That was you. It was you, Jacob. I saw it. You redeemed that. I can't believe it. Ah! Yeah, you're funny. Well, I am dead. Are you? Are you really sure you're dead? That's a good question. We'll talk about it later. Anyways, but yeah, you can do that basically. Get isekai'd. Ah! Hey, stop. Okay, I think I gave y'all too much power. So if you, like I said, if you go on my Twitch and you actually, like, let's say for example you follow me, you get 300 points, or you've been following me, you already have points because I do stream on Twitch on Mondays. Pretty much you can actually redeem the points. It was Jacob who isekai'd me, and who spinned me? Oh, that was you again, Jacob. That was you. It was you, Jacob. Caught red-handed. Ooh. Caught red-handed. That was all you. Anyways, but yeah, you could do some fun stuff here. Then you got some bits as well, so you could do some fun bit stuff. I really need to fix it. Wait, actually. Yeah, you should be able. There'll be ducks there. Who redeemed the water? Thank you for hydration. It was Jacob again. Jacob, you're doing this. You're doing this all along. You're taking control. I'm actually drinking water IRL. This is actually pretty good. Tasty. And my throat hurts. Alright. My mouse is missing. There you are. So, yeah, you could do all the fun stuff here and redeem and all whatever the frick. Now, the other thing that is also, you could do is, if someone were to trigger a hype train, which I will say this, I used to, okay. When I was hanging out with Suvi, this was like a couple days ago, and basically I was testing VNyan again, and oh my god, there was like a group of other peeps as well. There was other peeps in the call, and they almost accidentally triggered a hype train while I was offline. They almost did, because they were messing around with my settings and stuff, but oh, they almost triggered a hype train. I had to tell them, please don't do that, because that was my first hype train. I wanted it to be special, so that was a close one. But yeah, basically this is sort of my setup on how you do the hype train. So how you do a hype train is you just have this node here. Look, that little node. Oh my god. So you got this node here, it's the start. You can also have it where it ends, which I have another one that ends basically, and it's just you yeet me, I just die. So that's pretty much the end one. But the start one, pretty much I have it. Now, this may be a little confusing, but once again, it's the same formula that I've pretty much said in my tutorial. Pretty much just these nodes here, pretty much. Like, literally, I wish I had markers in OBS, but either way, this formula here, basically, the one you see, these group of nodes here, this is literally it. This one right here, the little spinner here, this one, you just slap on whatever you want. If you want like 5 confettis, you make 5 nodes and you just connect it to these two, and that's it. So yeah, simple, which is really fun. So yeah, hype train. There's also a health bar I have, but I have not finished setting that up yet. I didn't get time to, but I hope to. Now there's also default start setup here, so this one's just a default settings. Now yes, you can do emo drops here, which is very simple. Okay, VNyan actually sounds like, oh, it is. I'm just teaching you all this stuff. I am telling y'all on how you could do all this stuff basically. So you can have an emote dropper that's only works on Twitch, not YouTube. But if it does get a YouTube API, then sure. But YouTube sucks. I will beat up you. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I'm on YouTube. But yeah, so basically, there's emote dropper. And then you can also have it where you have idle animation. So for my case, I have idle flapping and it actually works. As you can see, my wings flap. But what I also want to do, I want to also have it where like, they'll also be like, I kind of wanted it where like my arms would be like, there's like a breathing animation. Now, this depends on how I revamp my model. Now, because of how I have the arm sway, and I can't override that movement, basically, because it's sort of like physics, I'm gonna make it so that way, like, when I update my model, I'm gonna have it where I'm gonna have a chest-breathing blend shape, so my chest will go in and out, basically. Or I could just do a spine thing, but then again, I think it's better if I did a blend shape, because it's like, I have a mocap suit, and then the mocap suit will just fight VNyan. At least until native support happens, then I'll probably have a better time. But until then, though, I'm gonna make it into a blend shape. It'll probably be so much better. And that's pretty easy as long as I set up my model properly. So, yeah, you can do that. You can make breathing stuff. You could do a lot of other weird stuff if you're into it. I don't know what you're into. You better tell me what the frick you're into. Tell me. Then you have avatar swapper. Now, are you that type of VTuber who has 30 outfits and you want to toggle all of them either by redeems or by hotkeys? Well, now you can with VNyan. So this is I have not really revamped this. I have not. I want to revamp it so, like, it's a bit more organized, as in, I can add more than organize it and add some clothing and stuff, the fun stuff. But this is a start. So, you have application start. It loads, yes. Now, by default, VNyan will not automatically load your avatar, but if you properly set up the application start with the load avatar, it'll automatically do it, and it's all hands-free, which is really awesome. And then I can swap it, so if someone redeems this channel point, it loads my old model for, I think, about 20-ish minutes, I think? 20 minutes or something? I don't remember how much I put it for. I'm not translating that. But you could do that. It could also be an outfit. I also have a 2D Kana redeem, which is not existing because it's buggy. This is a base setup, but I need to fix it so that way it properly removes it. Because right now there's a toggle, but I have to have it where after this specific amount of time is over, it's set to hidden. So I'll have to revamp it, but right now nobody can redeem 2D Kana quite yet until I fix it. But hopefully, yeah, you can actually eventually redeem 2D Kana to come on stream, which will be very fun. I also gotta fix some other stuff as well, but yeah. Something with the tracking, you know? And then I already went over the expression stuff as well. The expression stuff is like, bleh. Then we got camera stuff, which, ooh, that's another thing I could have done. I could also, okay, maybe after I go over all this stuff, maybe we'll get back to that and then we'll correct some stuff. Because I really want to have it where, for my OBS, toggle stuff, I could have it where it's it's controlled by WebSockets than, it being a hotkey. Right now it's hotkey, which I don't have a problem with, but it would be better if it's on the Stream Deck. I mean, I bought the Stream Deck for a reason, so I mean, I might as well use it. But basically, you can have camera toggles. I already made a VNyan camera tutorial if you're interested in that. But yeah, pretty much I explained how to get it working and all that stuff, which is really fun. Now there is also the first time chatter, which is basically Suvi's node that she made, where if somebody were to chat on Twitch, once again, not available for YouTube quite yet, but hopefully one day, if YouTube can get their act together. But for Twitch, if somebody were to chat, they will, basically a little thing will pop up on my head, it will smack my face, and then it'll have the name of the person, and it's just cute. They just exist. So that's really nice. And then, ooh, you guys are gonna like this one. So this one is a movement node. So a lot of people have been asking, hey, can I do like a movement where I could be like a game character, sort of? Well, now you can't. Now I've set mine to Control Shift W because with the S key, like I don't want to like trigger on accident, but I could do this. I'm walking around. Okay, and if you don't believe me, let me quickly actually like pull up the world so you can see it better real fast. So worlds, nature. Okay, there you go. I'm like a slug. It's like a freaking slug. This is actually weird. And yeah, you can do this in VNyan. Now, the thing I did not set up is, well, this is Suvi's node again, but there is no, like, reset sort of thing. I did not set that up. I wish I did, but, it's not that I don't understand it, it's more, well, actually, technically, yeah. Like, I kind of don't fully understand the node yet. I'll figure it out. It's something to do with, like, well, for this case, I'll have to do something with the object position, and me having to reset that. So, I'm gonna have to figure that out. But that is okay. Let me read this. Do you know how to- Oh, that's right, I was supposed to make a freaking 3D room VNyan tutorial, but I didn't do that for 2 months. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure hopefully after the expressions tutorial, I'm gonna have to plan that out. Okay, so, like, I'll make the expression tutorial, then I'm gonna have to figure out, like, some smaller tutorials I can make that can hopefully help, you know, bring some more confidence, and then I have to plan out the whole prop and world tutorial. I know Suvi has the VNyan SDK tutorial that technically is like the world and stuff, which is a good start, but I do want to put in like my own preference, like how do you make the worlds, like for example like Sweet Home 3D, which, man, I have to make a Sweet Home 3D tutorial. Maybe I'll do that first. I'll make a Sweet Home 3D tutorial, then I'll make a VNyan world tutorial. Wouldn't that make sense? Because like Sweet Home 3D is like the void of environments pretty much, at least right now. It's more of like PMX header and void, but it's environments basically in the combination, if that makes sense. And I really gotta make a tutorial on that. Yeah, I'll think about it. It shouldn't be that hard to explain, but it really just depends. So, I'll plan it out. I'll see about it. I was supposed to make it weeks ago, but I never got to because of other obligations. So, yeah. Let's see. Can you add camera filters? So, when you toggle a camera, it has like a wavy effect. Technically, yeah, actually. Technically you could. It depends on how you want it, I guess. But there are the effects right here. So there is digital glitch, analog glitch, which I think for your case, maybe analog wait, is it analog glitch? No, wait, is it? Wait, is it analog glitch? Hold on. Wrong button. I meant the other one. Is it this one? Yeah, analog glitch. You might want that one. So you'll have, like, the camera, and then the camera's there, and then there'll be the analog glitch. Let me just pop that up. So yeah, you'll have this, and then you can sort of, like, connect it like this, basically, and boom. Like, that in a nutshell. Unless, like, once again, it depends on the effect you're aiming for, but yeah, you can do something like that. If you want a little bit more intense effects, I guess you could utilize VSF Avatar and the camera stuff, but that's about all I can really say, which I really do have to mess with those stuff pretty much. I haven't gotten into that, but yeah, you can do that. Now, do you know how to, okay, do you know how to make, I already said that. I think I might need a 3D room in Unity Unreal tutorial for VTubing. Now, Unreal Engine I cannot do, as I don't know anything about Unreal Engine. Unity, it really depends, to be honest. Now, I would recommend Sweet Home, why did I turn off my phone? I am a dummy. Okay, there you go. So, regarding rooms, it depends on what you want. Now, I recommend Sweet Home 3D personally. The problem with Sweet Home 3D is that it's not, like, super easy. As in, it just depends how comfortable you are depending on how you want it. So Sweet Home 3D is sort of like, it gives you sort of a construction, you know how construction workers are and how they make houses and stuff? It sort of gives you that sort of vibe with Sweet Home 3D. It's easy to use. It's easy. But it can be a bit overwhelming at first, and it can be a bit glitchy. But with some time, you'll get used to it. I've gotten used to it back when I used to use it. I no longer use Sweet Home 3D. Well, technically I do use it for planning stuff, but if I'm making my own room, like from scratch, I just make it from scratch in Blender. So yeah. I was going to do my own 3D environment, but I think I overcomplicate my blueprint, so I am simplifying and redoing it. So next time I make my environment, I'm going to make it more simplified. So yeah. And also, don't mind the motorcycle sounds in the background. It's really annoying. There's so many motorcycles where I live, but yeah. Yeah, basically, I'll make sure to hopefully I'll plan out that Sweet Home 3D tutorial and then the VNyan World tutorial, because I think it's better that you will know how to use Sweet Home 3D, as it's just more easier to make environments for beginners. If you're talking about making environments from scratch, like from scratch, then yeah, in that case it would probably get complicated, because it depends on how much you know Blender. What are you looking for? Are you trying to be realistic? Are you trying to be sort of cartoonish? It just depends. There's a lot of factors when it comes to environment stuff, and also about do you have a proper blueprint or anything like that. As in blueprint, I mean planning, so you have to plan it out accordingly on the environment stuff. So yeah, so much stuff. I could just go in circles. Yeah. Anyways, though, let me just see. Can I properly try and walk back to where I was? Whee! Okay, that's just funny. All right, there you go. Yeah, that's just funny. Bah. Okay. Anyways, though, let me go ahead and continue on with the tour. So with that, the movement thing you can do, and yes, hopefully VNyan will get animation stuff so you can do more stuff with it, so you can have it where a walking animation will play, which would be really awesome, but we'll wait. Now, there's a volume glitch here, for instance. So this is basically if I scream, this thing will basically get triggered. So, I'm not going to scream in your ear, but rather I'm going to lower the value here, so that way you can see the effect. Allow me to demonstrate. Hold on. So if I set this to 5, and if I were to get closer, or set this to 1, yeah, you'll basically see that it's happening. That's why I set it to 14, though. Probably because, once again, I did fricked up my audio. I did fricked up my audio because I did have a collab and I had to change my audio stuff, so if I do sound a bit weird, don't mind it. But yeah, this is already in the examples folder in VNyan. I just added it because it looked fun. So if you want to do this, it's already in the example folder. You can load it. It's really, really fun. Highly recommend. And now we have Pulsoid, which do you guys, I don't know if anybody's interested in me putting on my heart rate monitor and I show you how this thing works. I don't know. I'm not in the mood, but it's up to you guys. But either way, I think I'll pass on this one. But this is a graph, which is in Suvi's Pulsoid tutorial. She already made that, where you can actually be able to make it so if your heart rate goes higher, which basically for this one is if my heart rate goes higher than 97, my wings go burr, basically. So that's fun. So there's that one. There's also cursor look, but if I trigger this one's gonna break everything. I might save that for last, probably. Also, let me just do that real quick. Alright. Alright then, so hold on. Alright, so this one here, shake. This one's a funny one. So, oops. So this one allows me to, shake like crazy. Whee! Which is, This is also a node you can download in Suvi's Discord server. This one's really fun. You can just shake uncontrollably. Ha! It's not even that hard to set up. As long as you set up your game object, which for my case, I have a root bone, which the root bone has made my life easier when it comes to this, so highly recommend to have a root bone for VNyan if you want to do some intense stuff like this, but yeah. There you go. We're good. But yeah, you can have a shake, and ooh, this is my favorite one. You can bonk your head. Now, for this one, I did not set up a hotkey? Wait. Is this? Hold on. There was like a channel point. Oh yeah, there is. So there'll be application start here, but the channel point, which I did not set up. Extreme bonk. It looks like this. Yeah, it looks like this. So squished. But yeah, you can have that. I love that. I love that one. I love that. That was my favorite. But yeah, you can download that on Suvi's Discord server. There is, you can get that one for free as well. I'll make sure also, like, because I really need to list out all the credit stuff for every single asset I use here. But I will say for now, like, at least they're all from Suvi's Discord server, because, once again, I really gotta do a lot of names here, but yeah. And there's also iPhone's dying. There's also the claw machine here as well. So this one's a really fun one. Oh! Oh! I bet yeeted. Where did I go? Yeah, I have no idea. I just died. Yeah, that's Claw Machine. That one is actually my favorite one. I could probably pull up the name of who made that. Let me see. Can I pull it up? I'm gonna see if I can pull up their name. So, let's see here. So, their name is Malactus. Malactus made the Claw Machine redeem system. The person who made the crazy bonk effect, their name is... What the frick? Where is their name? They're somewhere here. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. It's probably not in this one then. Huh. I thought it was in here. Oh, no. Assets. Oh, that's what I meant. So their name is Bird? Kana Bird? A bird. Their name is Bird or something. Kana Bird. Yeah, they're the one who made the bonk redeem thingy, and it was my favorite. I love it. And then of course I already showed you the air kit reset thing, which is really awesome. And then on the arm sway, this one was made by both Suvi and what's their name again? How you pronounce it? I think their name is... Oh, Hebi. Hebi is the one who made the graph. But they pretty much replicated the graph from Suvi, pretty much. But Hebi made, you know, the updates and stuff like that. I modified this graph so it does the bone reset for leap motion. So this works with leap motion. So if I turn on my leap motion... If I turn on my leap motion right the frick now... if I turn it on... Which, yes, I've also shared in Suvi's Discord server the download, basically. So if you want it, if you want this exact version, you can. So that way, if I have my leap motion, pretty much it will work perfectly fine. Yeah, and if it's disabled, I have my arm sway. Wah! Now, if I want it where, like, if one hand is here and then the arm sway is happening on the other, I would personally remake the entire graph. I don't have time fully for that. Well, it's not just time, but it's more of the patience to know the nodes and stuff. I know how the nodes is working, but it's definitely gonna take me time to sort of like do all this. It's more of a headache basically. But yeah, the arm sway is definitely really cute though. So yeah, adorable. Pretty much everyone who's using VNyan pretty much has arm sway unless you don't know it's a thing. But yeah, everyone has the arm sway. It's pretty much like Live 2D. Live 2D, we got that arm sway going on and stuff, you know? There could be some other stuff we could do as well, but it's like, we're kind of limited with how bones and mocap works. Mocap is such a pain sometimes. But yeah. And then of course we got body rotation. So basically like VSeeFace's neck stiffness setting. Oh, my finger. Wow. This is pretty much what this one replicates. So my torso actually moves more. That's basically what this this controller does. Now technically Suvi is working on this one setting that does actually emulate that as well. However, it broke the leap motion finger, so I cannot. Also, by Jacob, I cannot be able to use that setting until Suvi fixes it. But yeah, for the time being, that setting is gonna hopefully be something that's native in VNyan. There'll still be the feet drifting and stuff, but I like this node, but it can sometimes be problematic. If I'm wearing my mocap suit, it has to be removed, otherwise my mocap suit won't work. But yeah, but I still have it with my air kit thing because it works pretty well, and I like it. So yeah. Now, pretty much node-wise, that is pretty much a tour of all my nodes, basically. You've seen all my nodes, that's pretty much how each and every one of them works. I hope that gives you a bit of, like, some inspiration, or maybe some ideas, or maybe a bit of, like, a sort of awareness of how things work, sort of, or at least what you can do. But of course, I know it's a bit complicated. Even I also was scared as well. But I will tell you right now, majority of those nodes are pretty much, either the formula I shared on that one tutorial, or nodes that exist in the community, basically, which you could download on Suvi's Discord server. You could pretty much just utilize that, and you're pretty much settled in the VNyan. You could do a lot with VNyan, basically. So it's really cool. It's really cool. The more you get into VNyan, the more fun it gets, and I really love it. I especially love how I can do my expressions and such, which is really awesome with Stream Deck. I also love, I can do all my emotes, even in VSeeFace, but I love the other stuff I could do, and the redeem stuff, and also just having, like, with my air kit tracking, basically, and also, by the way, don't mind the freaking, phone IP thing. That's a local IP, not my IP to my house. No. In fact, that number changes so much, but yeah. But basically, right over here, this is the iPhone settings here, and basically, you can see there's a lot of settings, but I'm gonna tell you, these settings here allow you to have, like, if you're trying to go for a more live 2D feel for your body movement on 3D with your iPhone or something like that, this is definitely pretty good. These settings actually does a very good job at allowing you that, because I have done comparisons with my live 2D models movements and my 3D model, and I definitely will say they do move pretty similar. There are some stuff that 3D cannot kind of do, but it's also how my 2D model can be a little derped out sometimes. But yeah, overall, these settings here does a pretty good job at replicating the sort of live 2D feel depending on how your model's rigged. If your model has a really crazy rig, then probably may not work as best, but, you know, it exists at least so you can get close enough. So that's a really nice thing. It's like VNyan pretty much is like, it's like they keep in mind, like, okay, we're trying to look more like live 2D models with 3D, so how do we emulate that? Well, we got these settings. And also, this update here. You see this new option called hand distance? Godsend as well. I can touch my middle finger like this, see? Now, originally, I couldn't be able to do that, but now I can. So now, when the update appears, you'll be able to, like, have your fingertips touch. If I could do it properly. Ah! I'm going to beat this up. Hold on. Okay, let me just... This is painful. Ah! Let me just... Ah! Okay, it was working before. Why is it not working now? I'm trying my best. Man! Oh, I know it works. You literally just saw me touch my middle finger, together. Now it's not doing it. Bruh. Okay, maybe I should have set this to 55. Ooh, my fingers are weird. Close enough, I guess. Yeah, sort of close enough, I guess. We'll just keep it at 6. Yeah, so you can now pretty much have your fingertips touch together. It's gonna take some time, but yeah, that's gonna be the new update, which is really awesome. There will also be some other settings as well for leaf motion, which I can't wait for. It's gonna be great. But yeah, you can also do IO link and all this other cool stuff. But yeah, it's really fun. I enjoy it. I have not set up the pendulum chains other than arm sway, but well, at least for this model, my jiggle expressions are done with the VSF avatar animations. See? I do plan, when I do revamp my model, like when I do the blend shapes and all the other stuff, basically, I do plan on making it so it doesn't rely on VSF animation files for the face jiggle anymore. It will actually be done with the pendulum chain, basically. Which, I honestly prefer the pendulum chain a lot better, especially for the blinking stuff, so my eye jiggle can actually be more visible, rather than me widening my eyes for you to see it. So, yeah! Anyways, let me go ahead and disable the leaf motion, though. Ooh-wee. Let me just take a stretch, though. Ow. Because I've been sitting in this chair for pretty much all day. Alright then, so... now, what to do, pretty much. I did not plan this any further, have I? Okay, so far, this has been an hour of me going over the VNyan stuff. I pretty much don't know what else to do. Let's see here. What do we have on the menu today? So, we got that commission, which I cannot show that public. I could work on their model. That model R18 can't show on stream. Is this one R18? Let me check their instructions. If I could work on this on stream, I'm gonna take a look. So let me look at their Google Drive. I'm gonna take a look. If it is R18, then I cannot show it on stream. But let me see. So they have the instructions here. It shows the model. Okay, technically this model is not R18 actually, just very complicated. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you... yeah. Yeah, this one... okay, this commission might... I'll have to save that a bit for later, because this one is a bit complicated. Simple, but yet complicated. But yeah, so... alright, so I guess besides that then, cause I'm, okay, so then I guess what we could work on then, cause that one's complicated. I'll have to really debate about that, but that one I can't work on stream. That one I cannot, cause R18, that one I cannot, R18, so that I guess, because I want to do commission stuff, I guess I can work on Atta actually, because I really wanted to get her stuff going, and, well, hello Nala, hope you're having a lovely day. But yeah, so, pretty much, yeah, majority of these commissions, they all have R18 models, so, I only have, pretty much out of all these commissions, I only have 2 that are non-R18 out of, what is it? Wait, so that's 2. So, 2, 3, wait. Actually, no, it's not, no, so 3 commissions are non-R18, the rest are. So 3, 4, wait, okay, no, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 commissions, 4 are 18, but 3 are safe for work. Okay. But then, one extra thing I have here, this one is a fan model I want to make for somebody. So yeah. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing good as well. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead then, in that case. We're going to, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Ata's model. We're gonna actually work on her dress. We're gonna do that because I ain't gonna touch my model until I get all these commissions done. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on her, and she gave Ata gave me permission to work on her, so we're gonna do that. So we're gonna pull up my. Just give me a moment to hunt down her file. She is right here. Ata dress. I was working on her I was working on planning it. And I'm gonna, once again, I'm gonna have, my model be disabled, because I'm literally, like, once again, because I was beta testing, my battery pretty much is going low. I could also swap to webcam tracking, too. I could do that. I'll try. But yeah, so let me just go ahead, load world. I'm gonna load default. I'm also gonna make sure actually, is there a way I could disable my microphone, or like have a expression, or like some button to disable my, mute my thingy. That way, let's see. Audio mixer. Let me see here, actually. So, microphone. Oh, okay then. Okay, hold on a second. I want to test this out actually, because cause it's like, cause I have family. Sometimes they'll chat and they'll say something. I don't want y'all to hear it. So let me try this. La la la. It works! Oh my god, it works! I can finally, after all this longing, I can mute myself, but properly and faster. I don't have to, like, go to my audio interface and shut it down. I can do it here. Oh. The stress has been relieved from my shoulders. I feel like I'm in heaven now. Woo! Yeah, that's a great feeling. That's a great feeling. Let me just quickly, hold on, real quick. Cause I have to quickly, like, make sure everyone in this Roku server, they're all doing good. Real quick. Alright then, so, I think we're good. Let me just... okay then. Alright then, so... Let me go ahead, I'm actually going to, let's see, I'm gonna actually get VSeeFace, so that way I can get the webcam tracking, but VNyan does plan on doing, VSeeFace, but that's, not happening till long-tin, but I can at least have VSeeFace so I can get the webcam tracking, at least for now, so I'm gonna have to reset, this is just until my iPhone can properly charge, basically. So I'm gonna go ahead real quickly, if I could do this properly. So we're gonna remove that. We're gonna be on Blender right now. And I'm gonna reset VNyan. And we're gonna have it so that way VSeeFace can send VSeeFace stuff to VNyan just until the freaking what the frick thingy, just until my iPhone charges. So yeah, let me just go ahead real quickly. I'm gonna have to set this to 1, and we're gonna send this to 333. Just give me a moment to go to general settings real fast. I'm not sure why it's acting like a behind right now with the port number. That's a good question. So I'll just say it to this number, basically. See if it'll work. And I'm gonna have it so webcam tracking is on, so I don't know if you see me. Oh, you don't see me. Oh, okay, then here's me then. So here I am, but I am still trying to set up my webcam thingy. So give me a moment. Oh, should I disable a facial mocap? I don't think I should. I think I should be fine. Yeah, so let me do that. And then hybrid lip sync should be here. Wah! And, okay, hold on a second. Apparently, nothing else should be using, yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so it's not taking the thingy here then. So I guess it's because, I have to copy that number. Okay. It was because of this then. Wah. Wah. Alright. Just something to at least, like, hold me until the freaking thing works. And then I'll go ahead and trigger the camera, so that way I can be able to be in this corner. And then I'll also remove my wings as well, so that way you guys can be able to see everything. Alright then. So now I can be able to have, that's the thing, I can be able to express my expressions, but I won't be able to trigger my numpad. This feels like heaven, actually. This feels like heaven. I'm actually really happy. Alright then. So then in that case though, we're gonna begin working on the dress. Now the dress here, in this case, is supposed to be a one-piece dress, and we want it to start off with the skirt. Now, I was pretty much playing out the skirt here where I left off. However, it's like, now I have to kind of like remember how I did, because I was sort of like in the zone when I was working on it, but it's like, now it's sort of, I have to sort of like catch up on, because I've just been all over the freaking place, and yeah. So we're gonna do our best to replicate, so that's what we're gonna do. Right? So we're gonna start off by getting the general shape of the dress. That is my goal. We can also pull out her base model to hopefully help with shaping it. I do have to keep that in mind. She did want like a sort of different proportions on the hips area, because once again, like, when it comes to like, sometimes depending on the commission, sometimes they don't want it where it's like exactly like the reference. They want some certain changes, and that was the case basically. So yeah. So anyways, we'll start off by at least getting the general shape that we want. It's a start. Also, goodness gracious, the behind. So to make sure we compensate that. Alright. So I'm gonna have to push this inward like here. Alright. Or, I'm trying to figure out, would it be better if I do this and then shape it? Or do I make the bottom part, like I sort of like draw the outline bottom part and then extrude upward? I'm kind of debating that might be the better case, maybe? I don't know, because it's like this, it's very wavy. I'm trying to like figure it out. Maybe I'll do that instead. Dresses like these scare me a lot. But once again, this dress kind of like reminds me of mine, where it has a lot of waves, and it did took me a while to like figure it out. I did have to do something a bit different than how I usually make my dresses, so for this case, this will probably be tricky, so. We'll start off with a single vertex in that case, and we're gonna try and like, I guess, sort of sketch out the bottom part, like how I would actually translate to 3D. That would probably help me better visualize it. So, start off here, and then we'll go from there, basically. This would be probably better. So I really want to make sure I replicate their dress as best as I can. That's what I want to do. Only the best for my first ever VTuber child. Lol. And yes, by the way, this is the commission I was talking about, where I am working on like that first ever VTuber child, and this one is going. This is the one that actually is the one that's gonna be successful. So it's just a matter of me having to finish modeling the outfit. And then rigging wise, I know how to rig it. The rigging should be pretty quick. But there'll still be a lot of stuff I have to add for them all. So like, you know, of course, jiggle stuff, jiggle eyes, some certain bones and all that. You know, all the good stuff a VTuber needs for their debut and all that. To look their very best, look fancy as possible. So yeah. So we'll have it, so we'll go up here. I can't make it a perfect 1-to-1, of course, but I can get close enough. Alright, so now that we have that, we can begin going down this one and start basically like getting closer to like trying to make the base like bottom line, and then we can start like string upward and doing all that crazy stuff basically. Right now I'm trying to like get a start at this. It's not perfect now, but I'm gonna tell myself to trust the process. At least I hope I trust myself, lol. Alright, so... Okay, so I'm assuming that's the one that is supposed to go, like, folded here, and then this one goes inward. From what I'm seeing, that's why I had it set up like that. And my headphones are dying. Great. Everything is literally dying right now. Because the iPhone died, and also my headphones are dying. So give me a moment to find my charger case, and then swap my headphones out real quickly. I promise you nothing else is going to die. I promise. It's only just these headphones and everything else, because I was using them all day, because I was doing testing stuff. Alright. With that being said, let me turn on these headphones here. And then... I mean, technically I don't really need the headphones, but I keep it on in case, like, if I hear any Twitch alerts or any subscriber or anything like that, I'm, like, alerted about it, so that's why I keep the headphones on, basically. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue on with this. So I'm gonna assume this one is the one that goes inward. I have to make sure I remember that. That one's the inward one, I believe. Or no, this one's the outward one, this one's the inward. This is a little confusing. My main goal is just to get the shape of it, basically. I'll do my best. That one's there, and we want this one to go outward. Or this one has to go like that, basically. And then we have to start making the... connect it to the bottom and start forming the bottom shape and go from there. Alright. I should also... I'm not sure if I I'm gonna change the title, by the way, of this. So, plus... Blender... Workshop... cause this is like... Cause I thought I was gonna do, just a VNyan only stream, but that's not possible. I did that on Twitch, and that went well, but it's because I actually was doing a lot more stuff. But VNyan, I'm pretty much set with VNyan. It was just, I need to do the expression stuff and then show you guys some other things, so yeah. Also, working on... Well... So we'll go ahead and just change the title here pretty much, so we'll do that. Alright. And let me just quickly check Twitter real quick. Sorry about that. Okay. There it is. Alright. So we're good from here then. Let's go ahead and just continue on. We can fill these here. And this is sort of like the back part, right? So this is a side, which this side is supposed to go on this side here. And that sort of actually connects it, basically. I have to go from here on, getting it to sort of start rounding out, basically. Like I said, trust the process. Even though I don't trust myself, I'm doing my best. It's just a complicated dress. Alright, so we have... We gotta get these down, and then we can start getting the back part in here. Whoopsies. Alright. That. We're gonna set these two up, set that, put that inward, and then... Yeah, this is going to be complicated. And also, don't mind what the heck I'm doing though. Let me take the time to actually learn, because like I said, I did have a vision of how I wanted this dress to be, but at the same time, this was like a while back. I kind of lost that vision, but I want to get this model done. I really do. Because this model is pretty easy, like this model is easy to do. It's the dress I'm trying to make sure I get correct, because I really don't want to frick up. Yeah. Alright. We're getting somewhere, getting close. Let me add a division. You can kind of start getting like you're starting to visualize what I'm saying. Alright. This is sort of what I'm talking about, but it's not there yet, but basically it's where, it's like the start of trying to make, like, you know, you start with the bottom part and then you extrude upward as you go, basically, so, yeah. That's basically what I'm doing. It's, not easy. Not easy and it looks really weird, but we'll go from here and see what it takes us. Otherwise, if I have to go back to the other method, I will. But I do have to sort of get myself to sort of like remember this, basically. And I definitely have to like make some more outfit stuff, cause like I do want to make more outfits for my character as well, just to like practice and I mean I still do outfit commission for other people, but I want to like be able to like sort of plan out like practices for me to make like other complicated outfits. So for those, because I had some time where there'd be people who commission me to make certain outfits, and sometimes the outfits like way too complicated for me, so I want to be able to practice and such. So yeah. Also, we'll fix this up. My brain's on fire right now, to be honest. 3D does this to me a lot. It do be like that. Sometimes, when it comes to 3D, like, it's fun, but sometimes it makes me want to rip my hairs off, and the thing is that I have to fight that. I cannot let Blender rip my hair off, basically. I kind of just have to let my hands do what they want, you know? Let them free. Let them do what they want. I don't care. Let them be free. Free. So yeah. That's the thing about Blender. And even if you don't make it the first time, there's something called mistakes. and learning and practice and all that stuff. And even for me, I may have a lot of experience with 3D, but trust me when I say this, I still struggle. I still have my struggles a lot. And then I still have my insecurities about 3D. It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens a lot. Alright. But yeah, I'm still glad though that Ata allowed me to at least work on her models though, because I definitely will say like this has been very fun working on it. The base model was pretty easy. I made the base model within a day. The hair took a couple days though, because like at first it was like pretty alright, but it's like there was some stuff that Ata wanted changes, and it was more of like trial and error, trying to figure out like a sort of sweet spot for the hair. And the hair definitely was stressful. But now my last stressful thing is the dress. If I can get the dress, everything else is easy, and the VRM conversion can be done pretty quick, and the rigging. Or at least to get a start model, basically. There are, of course, will be other stuff I have to do, but I want to at least, my goal is to hopefully get her a starting model, so at least she has like a physical file to work with that, functions pretty well. And then we go from there, sort of like adding features and all that other cool stuff. So yeah, and it's gonna be real nice. It's gonna be real nice, and hopefully all the hard work will pay off. It's worth it. Wee. Alright, not sure if I have to extrude this one more time, just so I can get some more vertices. Let me see if I could do this. Huh. Well, I'm sort of close. Oh, it's like when I was working on Miku's skirt. Now I'm having a little bit of flashbacks, a little bit. Let me see. Is it gonna work? Oh, okay. Okay, so I was right. It's like how I worked on Miku's skirt, where her skirt was way too fluffy and everything, and I had to kind of like figure out how to do it, but then it's like it was just that. So yeah. Now I just have to clean this fricker up right here. Right? Hey, that's pretty good actually. Like as a start, even though the vertices look fricked right now. But it's a start, I guess. I probably would go into solid mode for this so I can sculpt this. Yeah. Yeah, ew, disgusting. Well, at least we like oh my frick. Oi. As I was saying, I meant to say was we should fix it so it looks more presentable and such. But at least we got the general shape, but it is going to take a while for me to get it looking right, because it looks horrific right now, but it's a start. At least with what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to make those beautiful folds on her beautiful dress, but also, for some reason, there's a freaking motorcycle outside. Oh my god, it's so loud. I feel like there's a motorcycle gang or something where I live. I don't know. I feel like that's the case because there's so many motorcycles. Goodness. Alright. Let me like smooth this out so I can probably see better at the creases. Alright. Let me just use this one maybe? Let me just use that one. Perhaps? Because I'm trying to figure out like how to smooth this out. What am I doing? Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Still want this to be like sort of like outward though, so like big and fluffy, but not like elegant fluffy, not like fluff like a big ball gown or anything like that. That is not what the frick I want. But I am glad though, at least like her torso dress is very simple. And oh, what's the fun part is definitely the beads. I can easily make those beads work out. I am excited for that. That is the main thing I'm excited. It's the skirt that's being mean. Ah! So yeah. So I'm gonna have to mirror this. Let me just add oh yeah, that's right. I have to add more vertices to this. And change the brush. So at least it'll be like sort of, because she has a rear end. Yeah, we're gonna have to fit that. Go and edit that. Alright. The hips are definitely, hips don't lie, and that's why I said, that is why I said that in the upcoming VNyan update, we're all gonna be saying hips don't lie, because hips don't freaking lie. God dang hips. Woo! Specialty. Alright. But I really just want to make sure, she doesn't look, like, too big in the dress, basically. I want it to be, like, sort of, how do I put this? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure how she'll like it, but I just don't want to make it seem like the dress is, like, too big on her. I want to make it seem like the dress is, like, a fit, if that makes sense. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the right word. Like, I don't want it too puffy. It's, like, more of, like, I want to give the vibe that it's skin tight and natural. That's what I want from this dress. Right now, you can see, it's like, you see how, like, there's a lot of space, basically? That's, like, the issue I'm saying. The freaking thing. But at the same time, it's like, once again, I'm trying to go based off the reference image, but I'm also not going based off the reference image because, as stated, what's done, I don't know how to describe it, it's just, yeah, I'm not too sure how to describe it, actually. I'm not sure. Just something. I'm just gonna say it's something. Just a something. Anyways, I wonder if there's like an in-between. There it is. But yeah, at least the dress is shaping up at least though. I'll still have to talk with Atta though and kind of like get her take on it. Which I'll do it later because I think she's streaming now. Is she? I think she is. Oh no, she isn't. Okay. Then maybe I might have a chance to talk with her later tonight and, you know, get some feedback, like what direction of the dress she's aiming for, because, like, I can have this as sort of like a prototype dress to kind of see, like, is this the direction we're going for? Do you want something else and all that? Because I'm not 100% sure how she wants the dress. Like, besides the reference image, I'm not sure if she wants any sort of, like, differences or changes from the 2D reference to the 3D model. Because, as stated, she did want the hips bigger on this model and then the eye design to be different. So, I will have to keep that in mind. It's all about the client. It's all about the, you know, what they want and desire, and you gotta make their dreams come true. It's like a fairy godmother, you know? You take a magic wand, be like, bippity boppity boo, and then boom! Magic. Yay! Magic, magic, magic. I hope y'all believe in magic, though. Magic is, Well, yes, I know how life is. You can never believe in magic in life, but you know what? You enjoy it. You have your fun. You have the time of your life, and that's all that matters. But yeah. I too believe in unicorns, is all I can say. There is my magic right there. You wanna know what I also love? I love birds as well. Magical birds. Magical birds. Wee. I do like how the creases are on this dress though. I don't know, it just feels like pretty detailed, but it's like, I feel they're just too tight is the thing. Just the whole wrinkle stuff. But like, you see what, like there's not much. It's like loose. It's like a sort of loose. Also, yeah, you see, this doesn't make sense to me here. Hold on. 1 second. I'm gonna mark this out. So, I'm gonna mark this in, whatever the frick color, pink. So, this here, you see how this one is sort of going, this one, this part in the front profile, it goes sort of like this. But then in the back profile, it goes like this. This is kind of what I'm referring to when it comes to I can't fully rely on the reference image, but I can only do as best as I can because, once again, this is just a simple reference image. This wasn't entirely specifically made where it's, it pays attention to, like, 3D perspective. I don't know how to describe it. It's where, like, you know, as a 2D artist, you do try your best to make, like, different, I'm just going to like the video. What video? Oh, the dress looks majestic. I do believe in magic. Yay, you believe in magic! Yay! That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. I am glad that you believe in the magic. Magic of friendship and the magic of 3D. There's so much types of magic, but I believe in the magic of 3D. Yeah. I still feel like, I don't know, something's like... It's like, the dress is there. I just feel like there's just some other stuff. It feels off, if that makes sense. Like I said, it's probably just the tightness here. Or it could just be me. Like, I feel like this is better looser. And that's what I'm trying to go for. I want, like, a flowy look, not like a tight, compressed look. Because if it looks tight and compressed, I'm gonna cry. I don't want to cry over a tight dress. I want to feel like I'm a flowy princess. That's what I'm projecting my feelings onto this sculpture, basically. This dress must be free and flowy. If it's too stiff, you will cry. But I will only try my very best, basically. See? I was getting there, actually. I think I'm getting the technique down. Sort of. Sort of. It's just a matter of figuring out what the frick is happening here. Let me see. Oh, this part? No, that one's okay. Oh, that one. I'm trying to think of, like, topics to talk about, though. And that's the thing sometimes when it comes to streaming, it's like, sometimes, like, I can't really think of certain topics, basically, if that makes sense. Like, there's a, like, sometimes, you know, okay, I think I'll have to try to describe this the best I can. So, basically, before stream, I would have so many things I want to talk about. Like, there's like, oh, I want to talk about how my collab was, or how this happened, or how I love cashews and stuff, or pizza and all that, you know. There's like a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but it's also at the same time, it's like, sometimes when I get on stream, sometimes I get scared, or it's like, sometimes I'm like, should I really talk about this? I think it's stupid. I don't know, sometimes I think that, it's like there's like multiple thoughts in my brain when I'm not streaming, but when I am streaming, it's like, oh my god, I don't know what else to say about this, basically. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about this kind of brain. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but I sure have experienced it, and it can be annoying, but I take it as it is, and I embrace, and I try to overcome my challenges, basically. Also want to make sure I have the button ready for me in case I have to mute. Also, my friend is making a Spanish voice bank, which is really fun. I hope one day I could work with them on a Spanish voice bank, because I actually don't really speak fluent Spanish, but I am Hispanic, and I do have my Spanish roots. Hold on, let me actually stretch. My shoulder is starting to hurt right now. Give me a moment. Ouch! Okay, actually, like, rotating, like, my shoulder actually does help sort of, like, stretch my muscles. Yeah, we could, what do you call that? It's like, it's something back when I was in elementary school, where we do the little tiny arm, we do, like, the tiny arm circle, then we do the big one, and all of that, and then, we are able to, like, start PE. Oh my god, I remember how PE was back in elementary school. We were actually outside, but then when we got to middle school and when I got to middle school and high school, they were always indoors. I mean, we still have outside time. Middle school hardly. We only just went in the gym, basically. And in high school, not in my PE class, but when I used to be in JRTC, that is when because we had mile runs, what was it? We had mile runs, and we went outside and such, but my PE class, which had a different name, basically, yeah, we hardly ever go outside. I mean, there was the option, but yeah. Oh, Decenler, I can't pronounce that name. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Yes. Let's see here then. But yeah, I do, but yeah, I definitely remember. I also remember back at elementary school, oh my god, I remember how much Gatorade was, like, so popular. Like, everyone really wanted a Gatorade, and I never got to taste it. I never got to try Gatorade until I was an adult, basically. And I ended up, well, I mean, it's alright. It's alright, although I will say I do prefer the Gamer Sups. Well, even then they taste the same. It depends on the flavor, honestly, that you're getting. But I still would prefer how Gamer Sups is. It's at least more healthier, but once again, you should never overdrink, energy drinks regardless, because, you just shouldn't. You should only use it, like, I guess if you, for certain reasons, you should be able to drink energy drinks, but try not to overdrink it, which I try not to overdrink energy drinks a lot, because, yeah, energy drinks, if you overdrink it, you can have some bad side effects, and, yeah, that's why energy drinks are not, well, like I said, it depends on the peeper. Depends on the peep and all that. 400 milliliters every 2 hours. Oh my god! Are there actual people who actually, like, drink, wait. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they do exist, where there'll be people who would be, like, drinking, for example, like, 5 cups of coffee a day, or some people who drink, like, I don't know, 5 cups of energy drinks a day or something. And, like, I can understand, like, there are reasons, like, while, like, it's, like, crazy thinking, like, oh my god, there's people who drink, like, that many, like, coffees or energy drinks a day and all that, but it's, like, sometimes, there are reasons behind it. Like, what if someone has, multiple jobs, and they have to make sure to attend each of the jobs to, pay bills or something like that? Or what if they have schoolwork and they have to like stay up and all that, and the stress? That's the thing that also gets me, is the whole thing about like the whole thing about how life is stressful. Now, I may be 18, right? I'm 18. I don't have much experience with life quite yet. I am quite inexperienced. There's a motorcycle outside. I am going to whack you. There is literally a motorcycle gang outside. Oh my god. There's like a trail of motorcycle people going back and forth, back and forth. It's like they're riding around the entire freaking neighborhood and they're so loud. Oh my god. It's okay. We accept them. At least they have their fun with motorcycles, but they gotta keep it down. Anyways, yes, apparently there's a motorcycle gang. It's not like a bad gang, because the word gang tends to be a very, very negative term, but they seem to be really nice people, though, just having fun. I can hear their laughing, happiness. And they're also just wearing, like, normal clothes. I don't know if it's bad or good. They look like they're just having fun. But, either way, the thing with life, I may be 18, I may be inexperienced, but I will say this, it is sad how there are people who are really stressed, people who suffer so much when it comes to life, trying to be able to survive and all that. People who probably, like, are almost near, who are either in debt or something like that. It's crazy how there are people out there suffering right now, and it's crazy. It's crazy what life does, and it's not just life though. It's just the way the human system works. I'm trying not to trigger any words on accident. If I trigger any bones, I'm sorry. But yeah, all I can say is just it's sad that there's peeps suffering. And I just hope everyone has a good future. I hope that everyone has miracles and such. Because, for example, how, like, there's people who will, like, for example, they'll be so stressed at school, and, did I have the, no, I did not. There'll be peeps who are, like, stressed at school or jobs or something like that, trying to make sure they move on, they keep living their life and such like that. Like, it's crazy. It is very crazy. But yeah, hopefully I will I don't know if I really want to, but I'd like to, get some more experience with life, though. That way I can be able to understand other people, basically. Because a lot of time, I'm gonna be honest, I hear a lot of time where people would call me innocent, right? People say I am innocent. But the thing is like, even if, curse words and stuff like that, the thing, so for example, in my collab, I was collabing with my friend Woody, yesterday, and we had a very fun time, and there was this little questionnaire thing. They made a new game, and basically, pretty much every question, I tried to answer the question, because I really legit want to actually give a proper answer, but out of all the questions, I can only, like, answer one of them. Now, one of them is, like, one of them was a pretty, like, simple one, but all the other ones, it was more of, like, I did not have the experience to answer those questions, so I couldn't properly answer them, and I was like, oh my god, am I really that innocent in terms of I lack so much experience of life? So, yeah. Now, even though I'm 18, and by legal law, I am an adult, I still have the brain of a child. But that's okay. Because I will grow more and more, and I will gain knowledge and such, but I will get there. But at the same time, that means the more I grow up... Oh my god, my friend spoke in Spanish. There you go. Alright, but yes, so I definitely will say, I hope to, learn more about life and such, even though it will be painful, but at the same time, I just hope other people have miracles and all that, because everybody deserves a magical miracle. Except if you're a very evil person and you cause actual suffering, frick you. But if you're a good person, then you deserve miracles. I still lack on experience because my mindset has been delayed by 3 years. You know what? I completely relate. Now, once again, it's just been 1 year since I left since I graduated high school, but I do feel like my mind has been delayed a lot more. Like, I don't feel like the smart kid, as in, I'm the smart kid in the freaking high school. I feel like I'm the laid back extrovert in the corner now, and it's all thanks to all my friends online. Like, pretty much majority of my friends are online. I pretty much have two IRL friends. So yeah, like friends I've actually like met IRL, but everyone else, all my other friends pretty much are online, and then I just have my family pretty much. Cause I tend to struggle IRL. I'm pretty sure many of you guys may have also, but IRL freaking sucks. I struggle to talk with some people. Like, even if I try to talk with some people and I try to be nice, there's like people who are just really rude. I don't know how to describe it. It's like they have sass or something. I don't know. Or usually, like, at least in school, usually people would try to use me for my brains, basically. So that's why I kind of kept it to myself for the most part. Of course, I still have my amazing friend, my best friend, and then my other friend that I met during high school, and my best friend in middle school. Yeah. Those two peeps, I keep them to my heart. But everyone else, pretty much. But yeah, pretty much like a majority of like the other peeps I met during school, they either wanted to use me for my brains or they only thought about themselves. Basically, it was Also, I'm also the type of person who takes a bit of time to respond. Also, my time management is one of the words. Time management. Time management's a pain. I will tell you that. The thing with time management is like, we are already doing so much. We're already doing so much in life. Whether we're doing projects, whether we're doing our jobs, whether we're doing something, or taking care of family, time management sucks. And we only have so much time in the day, like per day. And it makes it seem like, we have to get something done within this day, and if the end of the day happens, you are screwed or something like that. Yeah, time is rude. But we can only do as best as we can with time, because it's painful. Painful time. Disgusting time. But time exists because time exists. Sometimes I do forget time is a thing, though, to be honest, though. Like, once you sort of, like, leave, for me, I'm freelancing. It's like, sometimes I forget time is actually a thing. Mainly because, yeah, my iPhone is really dead. That sucks. And it charges slow, too, and I hate that. Like, it charges very slow, and I'm wondering if I broke my charger or something. I don't know. To be honest, it's kind of pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the peeper, basically. If you are good at time management, like you keep a schedule and stuff, then definitely yes. Time management can be very good. But some people could say it's the worst, because some people will have bad time management and it'll be very stressful. So it do be like that. But either way, for me, I have bad time management. I will definitely say that. I have way too many projects, mainly too many commissions. I do a lot of stuff IRL, that can sometimes take some time out from my work. I, deal with a lot of burnouts, and the thing is that even with my burnouts, I sometimes can't take a break. I have to keep on working and stuff. But it is definitely painful with that. Like for me, I have it simple at least. There are people who have it a lot more harder in terms of time management. Some people, like for example, my father, he had, like, you know, in his early times, he had to take care of 3 babies, you know, I included, and he had 2 jobs and a lot of other crazy stuff, basically. So, for my dad, he had a lot more crazier, so I completely understand that. So, each and every one of us has our own sort of level of time management struggles and all that other stuff, basically. But either way, though, at the same time, though, each of us, you know, I mean, I guess some people will compare it, but at the same time, though, I don't know how to word this, but it's like, how do I word this, actually? I don't know. It's something about comparing how each person have their different levels of time management and struggles, and it's not best to compare since we're all different and we all have our own experiences. I don't know if I said that, something along those lines. I don't know. I don't know how to word it. Sometimes I'm really bad at wording stuff, but you know, it just happens. It just happens. And you know what? I accept it. I accept that sometimes my wording may be bad, but at least I learn, and hopefully as I get older, I'll be able to improve on it. That will be something I look forward to. Also, so far this dress is actually ending up pretty good, actually. I'm kind of surprised. Kinda. Not 100%! I need to hear what Atta has to say about this dress. Because if she don't like it, I'm going to cry on the inside because Blender sucks. Well, Blender doesn't suck, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's just practice. I need to practice this more, but yeah. Oh my god, phone. I also want this part to move outward. I'm actually surprised. Like, sometimes when I do my whole stuff, when I'm working on all this, sometimes, like, I'll do the most stupidest workflow, or something, a workflow I've never done before myself. And even with that dumb workflow, for some reason I'm able to get it working. I'm like, what? How did I get this thing to work? Like, how do I get this weird workflow? Because, like, you saw me earlier, like, how I was struggling a lot on the goddamn lines and stuff, and then for some reason it popped up this pretty elegant dress so far. Like, it looks curvy and floofy. But of course, I'm still trying to fix it right now. Is it really just this? Yeah. Yeah, this little frick right here. What you gonna do? What you doing, little dress? Alright. Trying to see. Because that was a little too gappy or something. Alright. Just move this one back more. Oop, don't extrude that. Alright. Still want the curve there, but, like, not so much. We also have it where... Actually, this one should be, like, this tight part. Alright. And then I want this part so it's not so puckered out. I want this to be inward. Then... I pray she'll like this. I am praying. I don't know. It's like, what do you call it when let's say you're making art, right? So okay, here's a scenario. You're making a 2D drawing, right? You are drawing your character. And let's say you draw a character and it actually looks really good. But your eyes are saying it looks awful. You keep editing it over and over and over. It's like how when I was re-recording a Free Snowflake, I was doing the remaster. There was this one part of the main melody that really bugged me a lot, and I tried to re-record it, but my friend Fiflet said it sounds really good, and he had to explain about something called what do you call it again? Audio tiredness or something like that, when your ears get too tired from hearing way too much that it distorts how you hear stuff. It's like sort of like you're overly being a perfectionist at audio, for example. But it's kind of like, I'm taking that scenario, like, what do you call it if it's applied to, like, other stuff, like 3D or art in general? Like, if you look at something, you edit it so much, but it's still not enough no matter what do you call that? I have no idea what you call that. I call it, like, I don't know, tiredness, I guess? I just call it sleepiness. But there's gotta be bound a name for it or something, but sometimes labels suck. Labels suck. You like words for it, but yeah. I don't know. But yeah, either way. Just try to fix that sign. I could also have it where this part, though, is a bit more like a V. Could do that. And then maybe center this a bit more. That feels a little better-ish. That feels a little better. I don't know, this feels flat in this area. Okay, no. Okay then. Can I hide these notes real quick? You hide these notes. Get the frick out. By the way, it's very important that you have notes, by the way. It's really important. I make sure I put notes. I put it on my character as well. So, for instance, I had notes for the hair. Because the hair was a bit too complicated, so I need to, like, write it all down. So, yeah. Make sure you draw some notes. It helps out a lot. Anyways. Alright, and also, in case you're wondering what the heck is basically this is an outline. I just have to click on that and boom. Here she is. And she also has her fluffy hair too. Fluffy! And then gotta do that, and that, boom. So there is, model. I will put some solidified temporary. I will have to add a masking to it so it's optimized. But yeah, so let me go ahead. So I want to at least start covering up her chest. If I can do this properly. I've done it many times before, but of course I'm not super best at, how do I put this? Bigger size, but this is good practice. So we'll start off with at least covering, basically, and go from there. And also this dress will be asymmetrical. Well, actually I could have it where I could separate this part and make it fully mirrored, so it makes my life easier. I could do that. I could. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just delete this part here. Duplicate this, and we'll join it later. So it'll be like sort of separate, like it's like a shirt and a skirt. and then we'll combine it once, like, it's all good, basically. So we'll do that. Wee! Oh, look, a Kana. Oh my god, a goddamn rat. Ew! What the rat doing? What you doing, you little rat? Ew! I'm kidding. How you doing? I hope you're having a lovely day. Wow. I'm working on Blender stuff. Like, it's obvious. Lol. There you go. Properly connected. And then we can go from there, just getting the top. Right. Now let's try again. And this time, at least, this is gonna be mirrored. Oh no, I had to put it on the other side. I prefer that my mirroring is on the freaking right. That is fine. Why is this not going? Oh, I see. There you go. Let me just mirror this and then delete it from the other side, because that I prefer it on this side. It's just more comfortable for me. Ah, yes. Yes, rat. Ah! That's how I also feel as well. Ah! Alright. So... Oh yeah, that's right! When I was working on my dress, I didn't use all the crazy vertices. Hold on a second. Actually, let me stretch again. No, I'm gonna do something a little different, actually. I'm gonna do something different. Don't I have the... Oh no, I lost the beta dress. God dang it, I lost the prototype one. Okay, so the original prototype one, I lost that. Okay, then I'm gonna have to redo it. Okay. So, because the other one I had actually had a proper top, but I lost it. Frick. Okay, don't worry. I make stuff for a living. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna do something else then. So, in this case then, we'll just keep it for now. So I'll have it like, kind of like how this is just a skirt, even though this is like there. And then you have the, it's like a sort of like bra basically. If that makes sense, but that's not really the case. It's a one-piece dress, but that's sort of like what I'm putting my mindset to for now, and then I'll connect in all that crazy jazz and all that. Blah, blah, blah. My brain cells. I'm already like feeling quite tired. It's like 9 p.m. It's 9 p.m., but I want to at least, my goal is to at least get the base dress where it's like proper, so it gives the client a better visual of what quality they're expecting for the final. And so far I'm actually liking it. I'm quite surprised, actually. I'm surprised I'm able to do this. But yeah. Let's see here. I could also just duplicate their the topology of their base model and just work from that. I could have done that, but I didn't. I think it's fine. But yeah, so we're gonna go from here then. But yeah, in that case, maybe we could do that. I mean, there's no problem doing that method, maybe. It would probably be better because their chest size, it might be better. Maybe. I'm probably gonna do that, actually. That would probably just be better, honestly, in the long run. Like, I'll still edit the topology, of course, but it would be better because, like, it'll be, like, the enough vertices, to at least compensate for the chest. And that's what I did once the prototype dress. I did that, and I did some certain edits. At least, so, yeah. Yeah! Alright. Wait. hold on, how was it thing? No, okay, there was no center thing then. So then how was it connected? So it was just like connected from the side. So there was like a collar. There was a collar. Just connects basically, I guess. I don't know. Or at least I should know. Goodness. I mean, yeah, it connects with that best. Again, we'll still have to change some parts of the topology, but I do want to at least have the thing again. Probably like select from here, maybe? No, that would be too much. So in that case, just remove that. Or maybe. The side profile says this is how it should be. Or at least thickness-wise, something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna probably just, once again, do what I think might be best. Probably. So we're gonna go ahead and duplicate that then. We're gonna remove its outlines real quick. And we're going to change the color to be something else. We'll do that. So we'll not have it on head. It will be all to this. We'll set this to emission. That way it'll be pure white. It'll also be set to the emission as well. So let's do this. So what we want, have the so at least get the top part basically, and then kind of like try to figure out how we're gonna connect it basically. That's what we want. Get the shape right on the top, and then get it all connected. We're also gonna hide your hair real quickly so that way I can focus on this. Thank you. Thank you very much. And then I think I'll have to delete more of these areas. How far? It's like literally like down as in there's like a crease. If that makes sense. Like it ends like here. These two ends here. But it's like there is merges into the center like this. That's how I sort of interpret it. Hold on. It merges in the center to here. Like that. I'm not sure. Should I? Yeah, I should probably make this smaller. That's what I'll do. I'll make this smaller. Maybe this way. There you go. And then we can move this way. That will be a bit more accurate. And cover up more seal. And we should move this front. There you go. Very, very good. Sorry, I'm just like sort of in focus mode. That's kind of why I can't really think of any other conversation. Just focus mode. Focus, focus, focus mode. But yeah, there's that, well, back, this side here, this. That way it starts to cover, or at least I'm trying to make it like it should be like that. So am I doing it wrong? I wonder if I set this. Maybe? I don't know how I'm gonna approach this part. Cause like if I delete this, it starts to look a little closer-ish, but at the same time not. I wonder. What if I merge this maybe? Yeah, it just gets a little too much. So I would probably just say, we'll just keep a bit to the side. Best as possible. And then it's like also like it's like a perfect straight down basically. So that's what we're trying to do here. But it's like it still feels eh. Also, it's that collarbone. I'm wondering if I should reduce the size of that collarbone. I'm not sure. But again, that's up to Asa, but I'm not sure. This actually is getting... Maybe if I sharpen this one, might be better. Perhaps. Perhaps. Every time I say the word perhaps, I keep thinking about that cow with a wig. I don't know why. There's like this like little gif where this cow had this cute little cow had this like cute little like banana wig or something, or blonde wig or something, and it's like so fashionable, and it's like, man, I wish I looked as beautiful as that cute little fashionista there. Man. Fashion can be a pain though, but if you know your way with fashion, you can wow the crowd. I'm not much of a fashion person though, but it would be cool if I were, but at the same time, beauty is pain. It would not be good. Alright, so I'm probably gonna do that. I'm wondering how, that part, it's like, maybe I should make it lower, like that. I think that looks better, or something. Maybe I should merge it. Yeah, that was better. Right? Maybe I accidentally merged something weird. Oops. Let me see. Reset. Yep, figured. That. I'll merge this. Is this an Engon? Yeah, that makes an Engon. We don't want Engons. Engons are stupid. Stupidly lame. Lol. It was like when I merged that one thing. What was it? What did I merge? This. And that's what... This looked better. Or at least it was just like sinking in, basically. That's the thing about like modeling with like unlit colors, is that sometimes it can be really hard to tell, like, is this really like necessary to like remove or something like that, or what if the bends are bad or something. So yeah, it gets confusing. Yeah. Out there. I'll have to, of course, get some feedback just to make sure I am going in the right direction, and then probably ask, once again, for some slight correction before I, like, add more to it, as in the beads and the little belt here. I think that's a belt and all that. So yeah. At least I actually did, you know, I'm proud of myself at least. Especially with not making dresses for quite a while. I have hardly even done dresses, yet I do have, actually do have another commission. It's not just this one, but there's another commission I have for a dress. So yeah. Barnyard cow. Ah, yes. Yes, the fashionista cows. Yes, they are adorable. Anyway, I gotta get going soon because there is a psychologist I need to get to. Yes, make sure you do take care of yourself. I'm actually probably gonna head out myself, because I'm actually getting really tired. I wanna at least probably prep something to eat before, like, eat something, then I go to bed, because I'm exhausted. But, yeah, but do take care of yourself, though, don't worry. I just hope you have a lovely day, lovely night, wherever you are. Just a lovely, lovely day. Lovely, lovely day. Alright, so pretty much, let me just join these together. Oh, whoops. You take care of yourself as well. Thank you, Bruh Corruption. Alright. So let me just join these together real quick. And we're gonna try our best. Now for this case, we're gonna have to like merge the vertices basically. So let me actually do this. Like sort of planning out the faces. And what this will allow me to do is that this is just to let me know like how I can merge it. So rather than n-gons I'm doing, it will allow me to have tries, which is what I did on my dress. Of course subdivision will force the tries into quads, but however you just have to be very careful about it is all. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, this is painful though. It's like sort of sewing up a dress basically. It's really nice. Fun, but it hurts my brain. Help. At least there are some that are just in, so at least the ones that I know are in like perfect quads, I'll merge it. These, and then I have to merge the other ones basically. And the ones that be merged are these here. I'm not sure how I'd merge these guys, but I probably would do this maybe? No. Alright. Ah, my shoulder. It's really stabbing me right now. Ah. But I'm almost done at least on getting the star of the dress. That's all I want. So don't touch the center here. See ya! See ya, Bruh Corruption! Have a good one! Alright. I'm going to do my very best to get all these fricks merged. Yes, it's going to be asymmetrical, but as long as it looks its best on its final form, that's all I care. And yes, I will make sure it's rigged to its best. It will have beautiful physics, it will be able to dance and do beautiful other stuff. It'll be able to wow everybody with its beautifulness. I can't wait. It's like, I don't know. I actually don't know how to describe it. It's just happiness, you know? Because this is the commission I'm working from scratch for the first time, and honestly, it's scary, but it's fun at the same time, and I really like it. And I definitely will say Atta has definitely really helped, you know, easing my scaredness, because I do get a bit, I do have confidence issues with modeling sometimes, and definitely she has been really helping keeping up my confidence, basically, keeping my motivation, so I thank her so much for that. Right? Let's all merge up together. Now I just have to see in solid view. Oh, looks pretty good. Just have to solidify it, or you can actually see it solidify form. There could be some stuff I can add layer-wise, but should be overall pretty good, pretty decent when I rig it and such. Because I know my way with the rigging. Now, let me just double make sure real quickly. To kind of like smooth the curves down again. Go ahead and hide this. Oh, well, I thought someone was coming in. Whew, okay. Some tiny leftover stuff. Right? Not sure what you guys think about this dress, but I honestly have no opinion, but I have to see what Atta has to say. Whatever Atta says, that will be my answer. Alright. Yeah, overall this is the dress. I could also... That's the thing too, I forgot to put outlines. Let me just... And correct. And also, yeah. Maybe I should make the outlines thicker so it's more noticeable. For some reason the I wonder if it's the weight paint. Yep, it was the weight paint. Called it. Alright, let's fix that. There you go. Oh, that's nice. Very slim. I'm not sure what she's gonna say about this part though, because this part looks a little weird. What? Yeah, I will say just calm these down, basically. Like, they can exist, but they just have to be calmed down. Alright. Not sure what she'll say. But it's an improvement, at least just getting the shape of it. I'll get the texturing stuff as soon as I can, after I get some more other commissions done, and then I can get caught up with this one, basically. Let me just try to straighten this part out. I actually like the, you know, have you ever heard of like the song from like Disney's Cinderella? I love Cinderella so much. Oh my god. Love it. A dream is a wish your heart makes, even though YouTube will kill me for copyright, which sucks. But yeah, I love it so much. Cinderella's my favorite Disney princess. My favorite. Alright. Well, I think this is pretty good. I'll have to, of course, see what she says. We'll do some corrections and then, of course, do some texturing. Hopefully I'll also raise this up. Alright then. I hope she'll like this then. Let me just double check. I really want to make sure. But yeah, there is her dress right there, flowy. And I'll see what she says. I'll try to see about, oh my god. Like, I want to do more corrections. I hate when I do this. I hate when I want to do more correctives. Like, I feel like this part's too much, but it's like, I need to, like, ask and then speak with a client and then do the edits accordingly. Just to make sure I don't do any more frick-ups, basically. So, yeah. But yeah. Very proud of at least the first, well, yeah, technically it's a first attempt at making this dress, but we'll see what happens. I'll say this is pretty good. Of course I'll practice more and more, but yeah. Now I do really have to go to bed though, or well, not really bed. I want to eat then bed. Oh my god. But yeah, it was good. You know. Oh yeah, that's right. I also have to record a tutorial real quick. Frick. Okay, that's fine. I mean, maybe I could just record in the morning and then have the tutorial release on afternoon, perhaps. I could do that too. Cause like Saturday, Sunday, it's like my upload schedule for tutorials is starting to become random. It's sort of like it's slowly becoming random, which is not a good idea, but it happens, especially with how there are requests for VNyan tutorials, and I'm trying to like make it so that way there are at least some tutorials to kind of help Subi out, so I have to make sure I do that, but yeah. Okay, but I think I did pretty good. I'm gonna actually, let me quickly screenshot this and send it to Atta and ask what she thinks as a start. And we could talk, me and Atta could talk more about just trying to get the dress to how she wants it. Model this dress during stream. Do you have any feedback for the base dress? I add more details. Ah! Discord, you suck. Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to do a little edit real quickly. Because Discord sucks. It keeps thinking that this is inappropriate. Oh my freaking god, Discord, you suck. It's literally a 3D model. Okay. Try it again. Wait, does it actually... Yeah, no. What the heck? Okay, then try wireframe then, I guess. I don't know. Discord's being mean right now, hold on. I hate when this happens. Where Discord won't let me send a freaking picture. It's a 3D model. What's wrong with it? Maybe I'll add like a cube somewhere. Hopefully it'll distract Discord, be like, oh, that's a cube. Or something. Alright, let me see. Let me see, will this actually help? Yeah, it actually helped. Don't mind the cube, Discord is dumb. Do you have any feedbacks? Feedback for the main dress mesh before I add more details. I made this during stream. Also, Ata's awake, so... Okay, I guess moment of truth then. Ooh. Oh yeah, yeah, the bot's dumb. Okay. Anyway, so, I'm tired, but I still got work to do though. But I'll do my very best to make sure I get sleep, but also make sure I get some more work done. But at least I got, you know, I got the expression grafting done for other people and the stuff. But yeah, thank you guys once again for popping up on stream. Thank you for your loving support and stuff. And I'm gonna make sure I go rest and have everything charged up. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Hopefully, whenever I get the expression tutorial posted, you guys will enjoy it when it happens. And also, as well, like I said, if you follow me on Twitter, you can catch up to what I do every day. Otherwise, if you're YouTube only, you can wait for whenever a tutorial pops up. It's mostly going to be VNyan stuff, but I will try my best to post even more other 3D related tutorials. And if you have recommendations or any questions, please let me know via comments, or you can always contact me via my social medias, which are always on my descriptions and such. And Mondays I do my Twitch streams, whether it's gaming, sometimes 3D, but mostly gaming. And Fridays is workshop streams where I work exclusively 3D, so yeah. But I hope you guys have a lovely day though. Heike, 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 sayonara everyone. I hope to see you guys next time, okay? Bye!